Hey guys, the one and only Ivan. We're going to do part four today. So, part four, the first part is called Artists. All right. Sorry you couldn't see my last video if you were watching on my YouTube channel. I forgot to turn my camera on, so sorry about that. Artist. Here in my domain, I do not have much to do. You can only throw so many me balls at humans before you get bored. A me ball is made by rolling up dung until it's the size of a small apple, then letting it dry. I always keep a few on hand. For some reason, my visitors never seem to carry any. If you don't know what dung is, it's his poop. He's throwing poop at people. In my domain, I have a tire swing, a baseball, a tiny plastic pool filled with dirty water, and even an old TV. I have stuffed toy gorilla too. I have a stuffed toy gorilla too. Julia, the daughter of the weary man who cleans the mall each night, gave it to me. The gorilla has empty eyes and floppy limbs, but I sleep with it every night. I call it a knot tag. Tag was my twin sister's name. Julia is 10 years old. She has hair like black glass and a wide half moon smile. She and I have a lot in common. We're both great apes, and we are both artists. It was Julia who gave me my first crayon, a stubby blue one, slipped through the broken spot in my glass along with a folded piece of paper. I knew what to do with it. I'd watched Julia draw. When I dragged the crayon across the paper, it left a trail in its wake, like a slithering blue snake. Julia's drawings are wild with color and movement. She draws things that aren't real, clouds that smile and cars that swim. She draws until her crayon breaks and her paper rips. Her pictures are like pieces of a dream. I can't draw dreamy pictures. I never remember my dreams, although I sometimes awaken with my fist clenched and my heart hammering. My drawings seem pale and timid next to Julia's. She draws the ideas in her head. I draw the things in my cage, simple things that fill my days. An apple core, a banana peel, a candy wrapper. I often eat my subjects before I draw them. I even but even though I draw the same things over and over again, I never get bored with my art. When I'm drawing, that's all I think about. I don't think about where I am, about yesterday or tomorrow. I just move my crayons across the paper. Humans don't always seem to recognize what I've drawn. They squint, cock their heads, murmur. I'll draw a banana, a perfectly lovely banana, and they'll say, "It's a yellow airplane," or "It's a duck without wings." That's all right. I'm not drawing for them. I'm drawing for me. Max soon realized that people will pay for a picture made by a gorilla even if they don't know what it is. Now I draw every day. My work sells for $20 a piece, 25 with frame, at the gift shop near my domain. If I get tired and need a break, I eat my crayons. Next section is called Shapes and Clouds. I think I've always been an artist. Even as a baby, still clinging to my mother, I had an artist eye. I saw shapes in the clouds and sculptures in the tumbling stones at the bottom of a stream. I grabbed at colors, the crimson flower just out of reach, the ebony bird streaking past. I don't remember much about my early life, but I do remember this. Whenever I got the chance, I would dip my fingers into cool mud and use my mother's back for a canvas. She was a patient soul, my mother. Next part is imagination. Someday, I hope I can draw the way Julia draws, imagining worlds that don't yet exist. I know what most humans think. They think gorillas don't have imaginations. They think we don't remember our past or ponder our futures. Come to think of it, I suppose they have a point. Mostly I think about what is, not what could be. I've learned not to get my hopes up. All right, last section we're going to do today is called The Loneliest Gorilla in the World. When the Big Top Mall was first built, it smelled of new paint and fresh hay, and humans came to visit from morning till night. They drifted past my domain like logs on a lazy river. Lately, a day might go by without a single visitor. Max said he's worried. He says I'm not cute anymore. He says, "Ivan, you've lost your magic, old guy. You used to be a hit." It's true that some of my visitors don't linger the way they used to. They stare through the glass, they cluck their tongues, they frown while I watch my TV. "He looks lonely," they say. Not long ago, a little boy stood before my glass, tears streaming down his smooth red cheeks. He must be the loneliest gorilla in the world, he said, clutching his mother's hand. At times like that, I wish humans could understand me the way I understand them. It's not so bad, I wanted to tell the little boy. With enough time, you can get used to almost anything. All right, so today's journal entry is popping up here on my screen. All right, so today's journal entry looks like this. Write today's date, Tuesday, September 15th. The title, The One and Only Ivan, Part 4. All right, so today's journal entry says, describe Ivan's emotions. We just watched a video the other week on Brain Pop about emotions. So everybody has emotions, even animals. So describe Ivan's emotions. Do you think Ivan is mostly happy or sad? So especially in today's sections, you kind of learned about how he's feeling. So it says use text evidence. Text evidence is just information from the story to explain your opinion on his emotions. Normally, when you use text evidence, you can go back in the reading and use a sentence and say like, this sentence helps me explain my answer. This time, since I'm reading the story aloud, you can't really do that. But what I want you to do is just use information that you've heard in the story from listening to the book to explain why you think he's mostly happy, mostly sad. You can pick other emotions too, like angry, upset, excited, whatever you want to do. Whatever emotions do you think you've heard Ivan have, often explain that. Okay. So, and tell me why you chose that one. 2 to 5 sentences. Make sure capital letter at the beginning, period at the end, finger spaces in between. And that's your journal entry for today. All right. Good to talk to you guys. I will see you all later.